If you are thinking to apply for the Chinese government scholarships for bachelor, master or PhD programs, then this video is for you, because in this video I am going to show you what are the top universities of China, what subjects they are offering, what documents you have to prepare for your application, and what are the authentic websites of Chinese government where you should submit your online application. And we are starting right after this short break. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Tahir, and if this is your first time, please hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video on this channel every Tuesday and Friday. I have recently made a video about CSC scholarships of Chinese government, and that video got very popular and I got a lot of questions about the universities and the subjects and all these type of things. So therefore I decided to make this short video, and in this video I am going to show you what are the top Chinese universities and what subjects are they offering, and what are the requirements for Chinese language proficiency of these universities, what documents you need for your application to submit, what is the importance of those documents, and what are the authentic websites where you should submit your online application. Because there are a lot of websites and a lot of confusion among the students that which website is authentic or not. Since the applications are not open at this time, so we won't be able to fill the form. But after watching today's video, you should be able to understand each and everything, and you should be able to submit your online application. But if you still have some questions, we can always discuss, and that discussion might be in December or January when the applications are open. But this time is very important for you to search for the university, to search for the subject, to search for the professor, to contact them regarding the pre-acceptance letter and all these type of things, and to understand the Chinese language and the English language requirements. So now I will jump on my computer and I will show you all these things. These are some of the documents which you will need at various stages of your application. So I have mentioned all these documents at one place. Not all of these are required in the beginning. Some you will need in the beginning with the application, but some you will need later on. But I have listed all these and I will briefly explain this a little bit. So the first one is obvious, that you need a copy of the passport page which has a photo. Then your highest degree, diploma or certificate. So for example, if you are applying for a bachelor degree, you might have to show a diploma or the certificate of your year 12, which is called HSC, Higher School Certificate. Similarly, if you are applying for a master degree, you need to show a bachelor degree, and if you are applying for a PhD, you have to show a master degree, or also a 4-year bachelor is acceptable for PhD in certain universities. Now, official academic transcript. Sometimes they ask for notarized transcript, so it means that you have to attest it from a notary public, and sometimes they don't ask this. So you better confirm how they want this, the copy of this. And some universities, they want only the scan copy in the beginning, and once you get the pre-admission letter, then you have to send the notarized copies or the attested copies. Then study plan, this is minimum 500 words and maximum 800 words. So this is also an important document, and some student with good grades, they got rejected because their study plan was very weak and unclear. It is important for you to make this study plan as clear as possible. Then you need 2 recommendation letters from professors with comments on your study plan in China. It means that when they are writing your recommendation letter, they should also comment about your intention to study in China and what you want to do there. And this is very important in particular for research degrees. Then you need a research proposal, and this is the most important document again, because if your research proposal is weak, then chances are that you will not get accepted, because Chinese government is investing a lot of money for you. So if you are not clear what you want to do, so this is a very important document. So I would say that in all these 10 documents, a research proposal is the most important document for a research degree. And due to a strong research proposal, even if your grades are not good, not excellent, you can be accepted. They want to know that you are very clear about your future study goals. Now, then pre-acceptance letter. This is an optional document, not required in the beginning, but if you get this letter, you should inform the scholarship authorities that you have got the pre-acceptance letter. And if you can get this earlier, because some universities are willing to give this you in the early stages, then it would be very good for you. Then foreigner physical examination, this is at the later stage if you got selected. Then an email template highlighting your research plan in line with the target professor. So what does it mean in line with the target professor? So if you are seeking someone as your supervisor, then you have to know what that professor is doing and you have to read his research work. So therefore your template is not one for all professors. Half of your template highlighting your research is okay. You just have to make that once and you can send it to all professors. But the second half of that template is particular to that professor or your target supervisor to whom you are sending this email. So half is your research, which you can use as a template, but the other half you have to write for every professor. Now, printed and signed copy of your online application form. This copy is required if you are applying through the High Commission. So they will ask you to print your online copy and sign it, and your sign must match your passport. So these are some of the documents. Some are optional, some are mandatory. And now if you have any questions, you can put in the comments and we can discuss further. Now let us talk about the Chinese proficiency test, which is called HSK. HSK is a Chinese proficiency test for the non-native speaker. This is similar to IELTS and TOEFL, which are English language proficiency tests, and this is Chinese language. So this test has 6 levels and with the different vocabulary. So for level 1 you need only 150 words of vocabulary, and then it doubles at every level, and finally at level 6 you need to have at least 5,000 words of Chinese vocabulary. And we will not be talking about first 3 levels because most of Chinese universities which you will be applying for these government scholarships, they will ask you to have at least level 4, and 4, 5 and 6 are the 3 levels which you should be focusing on. This test has 3 modules, listening, reading and writing. Each carries 100 marks and 180 are the passing marks. So for example, if you get 19 listening and 19 reading, then you will get 180. So you don't have to worry about writing because you got 180 already. So this is how it works. Most universities ask you to have level 4, but for medical and sometimes for arts admissions, you need level 5 as well. Now, before we jump on filling the form, you also need this information for filling this form, because during the filling process, the website will ask you to put this information and you must understand what is this information. So there are 3 important things you will need. The first thing is the name of the agency you are applying to. This agency could be a university or this agency could be a Chinese High Commission in your country. Both are called agencies. And then you will need the agency number. So every Chinese university has a number, and every High Commission in every country, they also have a unique number, so which is called the agency number. So you have to put this agency number in your application. Similarly, the category, there are 3 categories. If you are applying through High Commission, Chinese High Commission in your country, you are in category A. If you are applying through Chinese university, which most of you will be applying, so then you will be putting category B in the form. And if you are applying through a student exchange program between a Chinese university and a university in your country, then you will be under category C. So this information you have to put in the form. Now the best way to get this agency number is not relying on my video, because my video can have some typing error while I was typing the agency number. So the best way is to ask the university or to ask your High Commission what is their agency number before you start filling the form. Now, when you are serious about getting this Chinese scholarship, the first thing you should do is find an appropriate university for yourself and the appropriate course which you want to attend. So these are China's top universities. So I'm not saying that this is number 1, 2, 3, but all of these are top universities. They are among top 10 to 15 universities in China. They have a very good reputation in the world, not only in China but in the world. How to plan this? There are 279 participating Chinese universities in CSC scholarship. So if you are an excellent student, if you are a top student, then you should always target these top universities. But if you are not a top student, then you should go for other universities, because there are 279 participating universities. So these are just a few of those. And these are the subjects, these are their agency numbers, and these are the programs for CSC scholarships which these universities offer. As you can see that some universities are offering undergraduate and graduate programs. Undergraduate means bachelor and graduate means masters and PhD, and some universities only have graduate programs. They do not have any bachelor program as shown in the yellow. So whenever you contact any university, ask them whether they have the program which you want, otherwise you will be wasting your time. So these subjects are not a complete list of the subjects which are taught in these universities, because I cannot put all these subjects here. These are the subjects which these universities are proud of and they have a good reputation for. So therefore I tried to give you a very vague type of guideline, not a very you can say accurate or very precise guideline, but just a general guideline for you to if you are interested in any of these subjects, so which university you should approach. But remember, there are a lot of universities. Now an interesting question for you to ask would be, how many scholarships each one of these 279 universities have? Because for example, if a low ranking university has more scholarships, so your chances for getting a scholarship from that university will increase because of the probability, because few students will apply and they have more scholarships. And I have seen this. I have noticed that some of these top universities, they have fewer scholarships than the other non-top universities. They have even more scholarships. So this is a good and interesting thing for you to find out to increase your probability of getting the scholarship. And now because applications are not open at this time, I want to show you the authentic websites, so that when the applications are open, you should be applying only on these websites until you know that you are contacting to some agent which you trust, and then it's okay. But these are the authentic websites where anybody can apply directly. So the main website is csc.edu.cn. I have been mentioning this website in all my videos, and on this website, if you click on studying in China, then you will land on this website, which is campuschina.org. This is also Chinese government website. And if you click on scholarship application for students, then you will come on this website. And if you look at the address of this website has study in China and then .csc.edu.cn. It means that this website is a subdomain of the main website CSC, because when this domain is coming at the end, it means this is a subdomain. And here you can comfortably apply. When you come here first time, you have to click on create a new account. Then what will happen is that I have applied with my Gmail account. You will get a message similar to this message, that China Scholarship Council online registration. And if you click on this message, then there will be a link to activate your account. When you click on this link, your account will be activated. Then you will be able to log in by putting your details and these few characters just to show that you are not a robot. And you sign in and you apply, and you will be okay, because we have discussed the things which you will be putting in there. You might need the title of your research proposal, you might need the agency number, the category, and these kind of things. details. If you have any question when this application opens, you can put in the comment, and I get the notification when any student put a comment, and I will definitely reply. Now the last thing I would like to discuss about is the English language requirements. Although there are some English language requirements for admission in Chinese universities, but they are not very strict. For example, if the admission requirement is IELTS score of 6 and you got 5.5, so some universities might offer you that they will take an internal exam, and if you pass that exam, they will offer you the admission. So you can always discuss with the university what is your situation, and you might get a chance to get the admission. So I hope you like this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.